think overall you could say that they each have a fairly good...
Hello YouTube, this is AugustusLarch. I follow a few vloggers on YouTube, and one of them is Protein View. And I believe that's the right way to pronounce his name. I've never actually heard it spoken. But I'm listening to the CBC television right here. I'm going to turn this off. Because it's engineered bullshit is what it is. That's what all news is. The actual knowledge with some meat to it is inaccessible to the uninitiated. And you must be initiated. And there's all kinds of the Freemasons and other groups, the Odd Fellows, the Elks. I don't know if they do any right studies. I mean, study the ancient mysteries or the instituted mysteries. That's with a capital I and a capital M, and that's and that refers, whenever you see that in text, unplaced capitalized letters, that means they're referring to a canon of esoterica. And it's very important to have a canon of esoterica. There's plenty of esoterica that doesn't mean anything. It's just there as a veil to shoo those away who are uninitiated. And you need to be directed by somebody, a sage-like presence, like Protein View. He's a thinker, well adept at using his mind, and he speaks well. I try to follow the same template, really, and I always have, and this YouTube is just an element that I use, an instrument. But one thing I see in the news these days is they're so focused on healthcare, and healthcare, it represents a big portion of our economy. But let's explore healthcare. They use it as a little rhetorical bargaining chip, really. And it's more than a rhetorical bargaining chip. There's much financial. People's livelihood depend on this system that's been set up. But let's look at what this system does. Okay. It used to be that if somebody was in medicine, they were dedicated to medicine, to the knowledge of it. And anything they got in return for rewards was secondary. That has changed in the aspect of in the sentimental sample of humanity. If you take a survey of those who are getting into medicine, it's a stable career. It's a growing career. I need to make money. This consumerist society I have, I need lots of money. So they make up this healthcare system, and really, how much of it is a make-work program? They want return customers. There's a lot of drama involved. All the participants wear costumes. Lights are prevalent. I mean, nobody's picked up on this. I mean, some people have. At one time, they were physicians. There was no medicine involved. Medicine was something that witch doctors did. A physician looked at the body and said, what's going wrong with this thing? It's not a machine, it's a community. It's a community of cells. That's what a human being is. And it have to have a good environment to live. And you look at the environment it lives in, what it takes in, what it puts out, and you realize it's their balance in nature. And a physician is more of like a medium between nature and a person's mind. And they study it full time. And at one time there was many physicians, and I'm saying there are still physicians. If anybody's a medical examiner, they're a physician. Anybody who's a surgeon, they're a physician. It's a degree, and there's a difference between being a doctor of medicine and being a physician. And I trust physicians way more, but more than that, I trust people who are into homeopathy. Because homeopathy predated all this medicine stuff that was started by the German drug manufacturer, Bayer. They came up with acetylsalicylic acid, which most people know as aspirin, and plenty of other drugs. That was just a start, and it started the study of medicine, and it became from the witch doctor mixing potions, the apocotherapy, the apocotherapist, I'm saying it wrong, down the street, he would make you a potion. And usually they were almost toxic. They created mercury and lead, and it didn't matter, And then, so they've legitimized that with, it's still poison. It might not blatantly say mercury in it, but most people have mercury in their teeth and their fillings. See, so it still continues today, the same aspect. Instead of living your life as your environment governs you to live, as you see a nice healthy animal running in nature, what is it doing? It's certainly put together better than most human beings are. That's what inspires me. I'm a hunter, and I've developed a taste for venison. I'm practiced at it, experienced. So, hunting is bad, but I don't waste any of it. It goes right in my belly. Really, most of it does. The bones and stuff, I put that out for the animals. There's plenty of rodents that eat that, and then I have kittens and cats, you know. A little on a farm here. I have a farm, and they attract the little rodents, and they eat the rodents, and it's a cycle of nature. And it's just it's not a drama. It's more an orchestra. There's no dissonance. I mean, everything comes to resolution, and this world is so far away from that right now. Thing about healthcare. Some of those people, I think it sounds cruel when you first hear it, but it's nature. I mean, some people, if they make wrong decisions over and over again, if they can't take care of themselves well, why spend all this money and all this pendulous drama over them? And most people, they don't come out of it well anyway, and it's just a waste. And would it be better if somebody didn't take care of themselves, they made bad decision after bad decision, if they died, and then people could say, well, it wouldn't be not right for us to help that to enable that person to go on a long road to death, when it's nature's way to show the community, wow, you know, maybe I should take care of myself if it happened more often. And why can't it used to? It was a natural thing, and people said, well, he drank every day, and the food he drank, and he had food too, but it was all like soda pop and chips, and that's all he ate. And then he drank whenever he had a chance, type of thing. And I guess he died. You know, what are you going to do for it? But these days they give all kinds of, oh, he's an alcoholic, he's got food issues, he's got psychological problems. Yeah. So why don't you fix those instead of just, oh, it's a stopgap measure, I guess you're almost dying, so we better do something. Let's put you in this big, huge brick building with a bunch of people working there, keeping people like you alive. Let's do that. Let's see where that gets us. See, people got to consider everything. I don't know. People are probably mad at me right now. I'm an angry person. I'm trying to alleviate that. But you don't want to see me. You don't want to see me in a rage. Wouldn't be good. But I like YouTube and Protean View. I'm wearing the cap too. See, all us ascetic sages out there on YouTube. We have to collaborate sometime. This is AugustusLarch.